This video is gonna be a little bit short, but you probably already seen the title. So today we are gonna be talking about, this is just kind of like, I don't know. So this is like my book review. I never officially did a book review. I kind of just published my book. It was something I did have intentions on doing and something I had in mind, but I just never got to it. So this video is going to be fairly short because this is like my first baby published ever and my first like book review of my own book. I don't even know if people do that, but I did want to make this video and bring more exposure to this book, Moon Cactus. So yes, this is my book. Just kind of take a better look at it. It's called Moon Cactus, and in the title, the cover of like this part, which I love, it says love, hate, passion, forgiveness, heartbreak, acceptance, self-love, growth, and strength. So I really love, I like literally edited how I wanted everything to be, from the font to the color, like the exact specific color, every single thing. So the back, this is the back. You can also purchase this book on Amazon. So I published it onto Amazon, and you can publish it on Amazon. I have a link in my Instagram, but I'll also put a link in the bio below. So, not the bio below, but like the description link. So the back says, "To the things and people that I thought would be the death of me, thank you." So when I was coming up with what I wanted the back to say, I didn't want it to be so dramatic, but I am very emotional sometimes, very heartfelt, very intuitive, and when I express myself, I express myself. So yeah, it's just super excited. So I have like 2 copies right here, because I did order a couple extra for myself, and then I gave out some. So it was just really an honor to be able to say that I had written my first poetry book. I did get some really good reviews on the book, and I posted a couple of them on my Instagram and in my highlights for Moon Cactus. So let's get a little rundown. So my inspiration behind this book was just simply kind of a lot of the things that I listed in and just like more of like the flower or the cactus pot is more so a lot of the reasons that I decided to write this. I had already I had intentions on already writing a book, but it was more so, it was in a completely different direction. I have like a lot of files and a lot of different ideas that I have so many book ideas, both fiction, nonfiction, and just more poetry books that are coming. So I'm super excited to bring that to light eventually. But I didn't expect Moon Cactus to be the first one that I was going to publish. I don't know, it just kind of happened that way. I had already had a good portion of the book written before I even knew that it was going to be Moon Cactus. And after COVID is when I ended up finishing the rest of it. and it came to life. It came to life really well. The illustrations came to life really well. So let me kind of get a little bit more into that. So yeah, you can find this book, Moon Cactus, on Amazon. You can just look up Moon Cactus by Petersvonronkay Marie, and you'll be able to find it. This is... So I had someone else edit it for me, as well as publishing it and just having the content, which the contents were already like done, but as far as just putting everything together to be able to publish it, going through the publishing process on Amazon, I had someone else do it for me. So the only thing that I was not really satisfied with as far as quality was the fact that they did not edit it to put it in stanzas. So I don't really know, but in the process of transferring files, the stanzas were like, I don't know, it's just like, it just wouldn't go in stanzas. I didn't really know how to do it. It's my first time publishing a book, so I let them know. On my end, it was in stanzas, but when we sent it over, like when I sent it over in any file, it wouldn't be in stanzas anymore. And I let the person that I was paying like know, like, hey, because that wasn't really in the description for the services that they provided, so I do understand that. But he was like, oh, it's fine, like we usually don't do it, but we'll go ahead and we'll do it. It didn't happen. So it kind of came out the same way without the stanzas, and that's perfectly fine. Actually, it wasn't. It is now, but it wasn't. It was so cringy before then, and I was like, I was so nervous and embarrassed when it was first published, because I wanted it to be in stanzas. So it's like when you read it, you feel it, you know? So, but that didn't happen. So anyways, it starts off pretty good. I'm just so happy. Like, even the illustrations are just so good. So I sketched every single illustration for every single poem, whatever I had in mind. I sketched it, and I had someone bring it to life for me. So the first page, we're just gonna go through some of my favorite ones, and I may elaborate on some of them, and some of them are pretty self-explanatory. But this one says, moon so bright, but I'm afraid of the night. I didn't bloom until flower because he took my power. Moon cactus instead, alone I lay in my bed, lying next to my phone with this guy in Spain during this time. Only he knew my pain. I'm not gonna elaborate on that, but this is one of my favorites, and it's the opening for the book. So this poem right here pertains to one event, but it's the opening poem for the chapters to come. So it definitely holds a lot of weight. It's based off of one event, but it you know, altered a lot of things in the future. So that's why it was like the opening poem, and I love that one so much. I also love this one too, because this one's like really deep and really, it's just really deep, and I really feel it. Also, guys, I do want to emphasize, because I had this illustrated, look at how cute this illustration is. Like, oh my god, I'm a genius. Chef's kiss. I am a genius. So cute. I'm such a genius. So the next one is, which is one of my favorites, it says, I loathed myself before and after I clothed myself. Another victim placed on his shelf. No one can replace what's been stolen. Protecting tears, I'm still holding. This place of fears overflowing. Keeping secrets nobody's knowing. Stripped of my innocence, a cry out loud. It would never happen to me. That's what I vowed. I'm fucked, literally. What to do now? I can't be normal without breaking down. Paranoid, what's that sound? I get sick when I see you around. I'm glad I left. Fuck that town. So, this one is very, I don't know. I feel like if you read it and you get it, it's very self-explanatory. I feel like use your imagination. Use your imagination. It's very beautiful. It's very beautiful, and I love it. And I love myself for being vulnerable. And it was a very like scary experience, honestly, when I first published this book and I put it out. It was like, so just sharing. It's like, oh my God, I want my full-time job to, you know, be an author, or, you know, to start my own podcast and to do all these other different, you know, things and ideas that I have. And then I'm like, I get so nervous. It's like, you know, I write down my ideas, but I get so nervous when it comes to like publishing them or being openly vulnerable. And it's like, it's a little nerve-wracking sometimes, but I definitely love creating and expressing and being able to allow others to relate and feel understood, you know, and just to create a safe space, especially like in my writing. My writing is very deep, and the books to come and the projects I have next are so just genius, and I'm excited. I'm beyond excited. So I cannot wait to share it with everyone once, you know, the whole project is complete. I swear I want writing to be my full-time job. I do. So yeah. I love that poem. I love both of these poems. They were written so well by me, yours truly. So, tainted love, bad intentions, unknown obsessions. I yelled out loud, but no one could hear it. Only 4 letters to defend me. No change of actions I see. So, and there's a little bit of miscommunication. When you're doing projects, sometimes there are little miscommunications, and it happens, and that's why it's so important for everybody to be on the same page and to really be able to pay attention to small details. Because for this poem, this illustration, it was something similar to what I illustrated, but I'm an artist, but I'm not that too artistic to where I'm about to draw a tongue coming out of mouth. And for this poem, this is what that was. I'm like, you're killing the vibe. Like, you're literally fucking up the mood for my reader. You're fucking up the mood for me. So, it kind of follows a line, though. Now kind of looking at it for the unknown obsessions part, it's kind of giving a little bit. But for the ending, it was supposed to be like a mouth open, but like as if like yelling. That was the vision that was supposed to be. But anyways, like I said, I'm grateful for everything, and she did a really good job. She's actually really great at just bringing images to life. Cannot believe that, y'all. Okay, so this one says, wrapping my head in silence, I'm looking for guidance. And this one's a little shorter, but it's this one. And I like that one. I like that one. Because sometimes we feel like that, you know? Sometimes we feel like this. We feel like that, honestly. And then it says, devil on my shoulder, feelings heavy as a boulder. I don't love me, can't love you, cold shoulder. And even the little things for me, like, I just be gassing myself up and hyping myself up. I don't even care. I love creating. I love writing. I want to make it my full-time job, guys. I don't know. It's so hard. I feel like. So, The next one is, honestly, I could read y'all my whole book. I love my work. I love everything I do. I'm still going to read y'all a few more, and then we're going to kind of... like I said, there is something I could further elaborate on, but they're pretty, like, self-explanatory, so that's why. This one says, I pick myself apart, lay alone in the dark. I'm trying to love myself. Where do I start? Placing my feelings on the shelf. I'm not good for my health. That's pretty self-explanatory. Actually, all these pretty are. Emotionally unavailable, hiding what I bring to the table, not feeling my best. These feelings I've suppressed got me feeling stressed, alone in bed, but you helped me get undressed. There when you need me, but you're nowhere to be found when I need you. Guess it's not ironic because I neglect me too. Somebody just buy the damn book, okay? I have people support and buy the book, but like, I should just be like that author. Like, why am I not that author? Period. It says, I had fallen in love with someone who hadn't loved themselves first, only to realize I didn't love me either. So yeah, because in this chapter, it's pretty self-explanatory. So some things are, you know, like putting heavy emphasis on literally the title of the chapter. So for example, the title of this chapter is self-destructive. Okay. I'm pretty sure it is. Self-destruction. Yeah, so yeah. And then I kind of switch it up just based off some inspiration from some really other popular poetry books, just as far as like the way, like the writing style. So it says false impressions, lack of confessions. Why? So false impressions, lack of confessions. It's like just creating, you know, something that wasn't real, creating something that wasn't true. Basically, stimulating from like a situationship, basically. So that's where all that was coming from. It says, you're a liar, but so am I. I ignored the red flags I couldn't deny. My feelings over your actions. I told myself you were better, but that's a lie. I like that one too. It's pretty self-explanatory. There's one in here I'm going to get to, and I'm going to let y'all. It's so good. Oh, look at this one. It's so cute. That one's so cute. I love it. It's like a personal diary. And that's what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be like a personal diary, and the illustrations are just so good. Redefining self-love, personal diary, the font, everything's so beautiful. The transitioning of everything, so beautiful. We have our black girl magic, beautiful. And it's diverse, so the characters are diverse. This one says, I am peace in a chaotic space. I will remain whole and protect my mental in this chaotic place. I am not my emotions, for I am the soul that lives within. So we have that. It says, I am grateful for, I love this one. I am grateful for the trees, for one day I won't be able to see them again. Appreciating the gust of wind that blows through my curly hair. Lots of beautiful butterflies over there. I'm grateful for the roses that always bloom again after the storms. I'm grateful for my arms, for I don't have anyone else's to run to. I appreciate solitary, serious introspection turned out for the best. Self-love is the best lesson. And then this one is, oops. The illustrations are just the cutest. I feel like there's so much going on outside. And then even this, like, it's just too cute. Yeah, I love it. I love this book so much. This is also, okay. Oh, okay, and then this one is the one that's also really one of my favorite ones. Okay. Your words shoved down my throat as though they were mine. I held you tight, close to my heart. Together forever, you promised we'd never be apart. What happened to forever? Please tell me, please. Tell me. My world once felt so whole, and now it's empty. A world so cold. Your voice sticks with me. My thoughts are growing wildly. Put them out like a wildfire. I miss staring into your eyes. I know what you desire. You're not happy with yourself or what they want you to be. Look at this illustration, guys. Look at this. Such a good illustration. I love it. Now, this is one of my favorite ones. Right here. It says, with me, a confession from the heart. All of these seem to be confessions from the heart, but this one, I wrote this, I was already up, and I wrote this at like 4 something in the morning. I think it was like 3, 4, 5 in the morning. It was really early. And I don't know, I just got so inspired. I was just feeling really emotional, and I got really inspired, and I just woke up inspired, and my heart was heavy, and this is what I needed to get off my chest, so I'm going to share it with you guys. I feel as though I'm always more invested in the well-being of others. Naturally, I'm a nurturer and a caring individual. I think it goes unnoticed most of the time, and I feel a huge lack of appreciation for my genuine kindness. I'm constantly thinking, would I be missed dearly if I were gone early, and would I have even impacted the life of at least one person? I always feel unappreciated, as though something is wrong with me. Is there something wrong with me? No one gets famous for being a philanthropist, helping the poor, donating to the unfortunate, spreading awareness about the injustice of immigrants, LGBTQ members, Mother Nature, and how African Americans are suffering in today's world, etc. Everyone is so caught up in their own personal lives and the high-paced life to the extent that things and people are constantly being taken for granted. How could something mean so much to another if it's continuously forgotten and only valued and acknowledged as though it's a holiday? Most people don't care about their health until told they have a month to live. No one values something the way they should until they're about to lose it. And moral of the story is no one cares until it affects them or someone they love harshly. Like these things, I feel taken for granted and undervalued by others each and every day. It's one thing to always be self-assured and confident within yourself, but it's another when you feel as though only you value yourself. A woman who doesn't forget the names of the many faces she's encountered with, their favorite color, middle name, the things that broke them when they were a child and made them who they are today, built relationships with, loved, disagreed with, made love to, resented, and moved past. She still prays for those who've hurt her, deceived her, pushed her past her breaking point, betrayed their insecurities on her, used her, took advantage, and most importantly, took her for granted. So tell me, is there anything wrong with me for having the capacity of love to still continue to pray and wish the best for these individuals that have hurt me? I know it's life, but when does this story get a breakthrough scene? The moment when death doesn't have to occur for those individuals to look back and realize that they took for granted or lost one of the greatest individuals in their lifetime. So I'll tell you, no. There's nothing wrong with being the bigger person, being selfless, giving and forgiving those who have wronged you. It feels lonely sometimes. But a special person once told me that sometimes we need to pace ourselves to get to the finish line. So don't compare your progress to another or even who you are as an individual. You're not behind. You're just getting started. And that's one of my favorite scenes in the book, Cactus, by yours truly, Vonronkay Marie, on Amazon. Go get your copy. So yeah, guys, this was my book review, and I am just not doing it. I know it's a little delayed, but yeah, go support. Thank you guys for the support. You guys who've already bought and purchased the book, thank you so much dearly. I have so much coming and a lot more, just a lot more coming. I have so many projects on hold right now that I am putting together, and I cannot wait to share them. So that was one of my favorite things that I wrote in this book, and hope you guys purchase it. Hope you guys love it. Hope you guys rate it. Hope you guys share it, like and subscribe. And Bye.